Okay, here we go. Hey, you guys, welcome to our sneak peek tonight. So, tonight we have some awesome coaches on this call who are going to we're going to give you some details and logistics about coaching. But, you guys, to be honest, tonight is all about why we coach. And we want you to walk away from tonight's call, tonight's webinar, whatever you want to call it, and just have a better feel of what we do as coaches, how it's impacted our life, how we're impacting the lives of others, how we work it into our life, and really just so you can be more inspired and more motivated to be able to make a great decision for yourself. My name is Erin Young, and I am the founder of the Fit Fighter Nation. So this team is a family of mine, and it's crazy because I was not expecting to be a Beachbody coach when I grew up. Like, I didn't even know what that was, you guys. Like, I was a high school English teacher for 14 years, and coaching kind of came to me in a roundabout way. I started working on my own journey and had joined my coach in her challenge group. And I really had some awesome results, and I loved the community, and I loved the accountability, and I loved how I felt, and I loved that I found something that was realistic and worked for me, and I knew that it could work for so many other people. And when I had that experience, I just had this desire within me, within my heart, to help one person. And today one person has become thousands. It was never an aspiration or a goal to be a full-time Beachbody coach, but today I am. And I'm sitting in my office in my home. It was once, I think, a formal living room that became an office, because now this is what I get to do every day. I get to work out and drink an awesome shake and post about it on social media and chat with some of my best friends in the whole wide world and inspire and motivate people to be their best self, and it's my career. And I love that so much. It's kind of like one of those pinch me moments, but it's true. And I've worked really hard to get to this point, because there was a point where I said, I can do more, and I can be more, and I can help more people, and that's what I want to do. And I decided to work to make this a full-time career for me. But really what changed for me was when I realized that the income I was bringing in from helping other people while I was on my own health and fitness journey was able to more than compensate for a full-time teacher's salary with a master's degree. Was really inspiring to me to go all in, because I'm a mom of 2 little kids, and I've been married to my husband David for 10 years, and my children were starting school. And I had this revelation, if I'm working, if I'm going to work and I'm showing up at this job every day, like, who's going to be here for them? Like, who's going to put my kids on the school bus, and who's going to make them breakfast? And it was that moment when I said, that's something that I can do. And it was something I wanted to do. You know, it was for me in my heart. That's what I felt like called, like that I needed to be there for those things. And this business and being a coach gave me the opportunity to be more present with my children in those moments. And so I'm really excited that tonight you're going to hear from a lot of other coaches in many different phases of their journey. I've been a coach for almost 5 years, and I've been all in for about 3 years. All in meaning really focusing on building a business and being a full-time career woman when it comes to being a Beachbody coach. And what you see here tonight is you see a lot of coaches hanging out in their sweatshirts and not a lot of makeup on and just chilling out in their homes. And that's what we do. And it's really cool, because most of us are building and have built businesses in our own time, in our own way, from our homes, from our computers, from our laptops, from our phones. And we're making this work because it's so incredibly rewarding for all of us. So as a coach, so officially, like, what is coaching? You know, as coaches, we say on our teams, we're life changers. And that's what we do. We help and inspire other people to live a healthier, more fulfilling life as we are on our own journey. We're not perfect by any means. And I know that Eric is going to kind of talk more about what coaching isn't, because I think a lot of us have these preconceived notions or these misconceptions of what kind of box we have to fit into to be a coach. But, for me, coaching is an opportunity to live out a passion that was kind of deep within me. I always said I wanted to help people. Like when I was forced to declare a college major, I was like, I just want to help people. I don't know what I want to do, to my college admissions advisor. And they put me into a box, right? Well, you must major in something. And I became a teacher, and obviously that path led me here, but I've always just wanted to help people. I'm a helper. I'm someone that's a giver. I'm someone that loves to be of service to others. I'm someone who enjoys inspiring and motivating. I'm someone who enjoys bringing out the best in others and seeing people succeed. And that brings me great satisfaction when people achieve their goals, because I've had a little piece and part of that. And coaching allows us to do that. And at the end of the day, logistics, we get a 25% discount on products. That's freaking amazing when it comes to Shakeology, right? We also earn a 25% commission in terms of income. We even earn bonuses on top of that. And then we earn bonuses on top of that when we start building teams. The opportunity to earn an income as a coach is huge. And that's something that we'll have that conversation with you more specifically when you share with us and when you talk to the coach who invited you, what your goals are. Because tonight we could get lost in numbers and talk about those kind of logistics, but that is not the focus, because that's not why I said yes. I wanted to be able to cover the cost of my own Shakeology. That's when I decided to pay it forward and to share it with others, because I said, you know what, I can help someone and it can help me cover my cost of what I'm putting into this. And I was able to do that. So that's totally right off the bat an opportunity you can pursue. But beyond that, the financial rewards, the income, that's something that we can chat with you later, but it's totally there. I think I can prove that to you, that I was able to confidently and comfortably leave a career when the time was right for me and be able to help my family immensely. But that's not the focus of tonight, but I just want to throw that out there because it's there, You don't have to have an inventory of products. You don't have to ship and return and do things like that. Team Beachbody takes care of all of that for our coaches. All you have to do is be a product of the product. Be on your own fitness journey, drink your own Shakeology, be an active participant in your challenge. You're working on your own results, trying to be the best person that you can be in your life in the way that you want to be. So don't worry about all those details, you guys. Tonight, we're here to talk about why we are coaches, and why we love it so much, and how it's changed our lives immensely. So I'm going to pass it over to my bestie, Erica, and she's going to introduce herself and really kind of tell you more about what coaching isn't, so we can just wipe out all those misconceptions. And she's also going to talk to you about the different kinds of coaches, because I've kind of alluded to that a little bit. So you guys, seriously, just enjoy tonight. Take it all in. And if you have any questions whatsoever, you can type them in the chat box if you've noticed that on Zoom, or we'll open it up for questions at the end too. So write down any notes, write down any questions as we're talking. You can type them in the chat box, or we'll open it up at the end as well. Okay, Erica, floor is yours.
Hello, everybody. So good to see you tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in and for being a part of this What is Coaching Sneak Peek. This is such a joy for us to share this blessing with you guys. So like Erin said, my name is Erica Buzzard, and I've been a coach for 4 years. And I've been all in, I would say, for probably 2 years. Because honestly, I had no idea what this business had to offer. And I really was unaware of the possibilities. And so I love telling my story, especially when it talks, when it comes to talking about what coaching isn't, because I was a huge skeptic when I first said yes. Okay. And so I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about that. But before I go on, I am a full-time Beachbody coach, and I have 2 children. I am a full-time girl boss, and it's absolutely amazing. I have been able to create a life by my design, and it really is because of Beachbody, and it is because I said yes to the coaching opportunity. Now, when I said yes to the coaching opportunity, it wasn't with the expectation that I was going to leave my full-time teaching job, and that I was going to become, a full-time girl boss, and that I was going to, be the CEO of my own life. I mean, I had no idea. If somebody would have told me that was the future, I would have completely laughed. Because when I said yes to coaching, it was simply to say yes to a discount, and to say yes to an opportunity to get myself in a really great place of mind, body, and soul. And so I tell you that because I just want you to know that it's not like you have to go into this with like this grand master plan, like this grand vision of like, because you might say to yourself, I don't want to leave my job. I'm happy in my job right now. And that's totally fine. Like, this is not just for people who have this vision of like freedom or, you know, being home with their kids. Like, this is truly for everybody. And so let's kind of just break it open and talk about what coaching is not. So coaching is not like a get rich quick scheme. It's not a pyramid scheme. It is not like some like sleazy sales job where we're just trying to like push people into like challenge packs and challenge groups and, you know, trying to push products and have like products in our closet. Like Erin said, we don't have to like house any products at all. It truly is this opportunity to share health and fitness and wholeness with other people. And it is the greatest blessing because we don't sell. I have no sales experience whatsoever. I have no business background. My degree is in social studies education, and I was a full-time high school teacher for 6 years. Like, that is not the makings of, you know, like a full-time, you know, six-figure earner, you know, girl boss. It's just not. But you know what? That's because that's not what this business is about. This business does not require a lot of time. So coaching is not like incredibly time consuming. It's not something that you have to like forget everything you've ever, you know, done for fun and just, you know, focus just on this. It's something that can be developed and grown in your free time or just some time set aside for this. Okay. It's also not something where you have to be an end result or you have to be like at the end of your journey or like a final product. Okay. Because a lot of people say like, I'm not where I need to be. So how can I really be a Beachbody coach? Well, the thing that I have to tell everybody who says that is actually you're more relatable if you're on your journey and if you have kind of like a journey ahead of you, because a lot of people are at that place. So you actually become so much more relatable to the rest of the world, you know, the 7 billion people out there. So, you know, coaching is a gift. And I just want to say that I was at a low point in my life when I believe coaching found me, when Erin, bless her heart, was so patient with me because I was such a skeptic. I was like, what's this Shakeology business? Like, how is this different than Slim Fast? And like, I hated it the first time I tried it. And I was just like, I just don't think so. And it's not worth the money. And she's just probably like, okay, rude, you know, but I didn't want to like it because I was like, it's too expensive. And I was broke as a joke. I was working a full-time job with 2 small kids, plus I was bartending on the weekends. And I just was miserable. And I was at a very low point in my life. At the time, I wasn't like, I'm miserable, I'm at a low point in my life. But now looking back, I see that that's what it was. Okay. And Beachbody gave me something to be a part of. My challenge group, my fitness support group, was my soft place to fall. And it gave me a purpose. And I started to become so addicted to helping people get results, because that's what we do. We inspire people through our own journey and being open with our own journey. And when you start to help people like your mom and your sister and your 85-year-old grandpa get healthy, I mean, that's the greatest joy in the whole world. So let's talk about the 3 different types of coaching. There's 3 different types of coaches, if you will. And the thing that's super cool is I've been every single one of these before. When I first signed up, I was what you would consider a VIP coach, a VIP member coach. And really, if you think about it, that's like just like getting a membership, like being a CM's Club member. Okay. So you get a membership, you pay a small minimal fee on the front end so that you can take advantage of a discount and get some great opportunities, and you still get to be a part of fitness support groups and still get to be a part of this amazing community, but you don't necessarily do anything business oriented. Okay. So that's like a VIP member. Great benefits to being that. Erin talked a little bit about that, so I don't really need to get into that. But yeah, you get to take advantage of a 25% off discount, right? And then you get to be a part of this amazing team. The next type of coach is a hobby coach. And a hobby coach is somebody who might just want to dabble a little bit. You know, like you consider a hobby something that you do for fun. And so I was a hobby coach for the first couple years of my experience. And I loved helping people. I loved, you know, helping people get results, running challenge groups. And so that's what a hobby coach is, you know, somebody who maybe likes to run challenge groups, who does have some customers, who does have possibly some coaches that they brought into the business as well, because they've just kind of paid it forward. So a hobby coach is like paying it forward. Like, hey, oh my gosh, girl, I love Shakeology. It's absolutely changed my life. I never get sick anymore. I've lost weight. I've kept it off. I feel amazing. You should try it. Okay, girl, sign me up. That's a hobby coach. Okay. So a hobby coach, usually the goal of a hobby coach is to get their own costs covered. And that's actually pretty easy to do. And the thing that's super cool about coaching is we teach you how to do all that. So there's no secrets. We give you all of our secrets. And then the next type of coach is a full-time coach. That is somebody who, like Erin and I, we have a lot of other full-time coaches on the call tonight too, but that is somebody who has this as their career. I mean, Erin and I are very much vested in this business, in this team. This is how we earn an income. This is how we support our family. This is how we put a roof over our head. And it is absolutely like our mission to help you find whatever your pathway may be as far as coaching and what it has to offer you. So there's a whole spectrum of opportunity with coaching. And so honestly, we just want you to see that like there's a place for you. Even if you're just on your own journey and you want to get your mind, body, and soul right, and you want to be surrounded by an incredible community, then this is for you. If you want to grow a massive business that gives you a life by design, this is for you. So that's the beauty of it all. Okay, so those are the 3 different types of coaches that we wanted to share with you tonight. So next, I'm going to introduce another coach on our team, Miss Alicia Bullock. She has had an incredible transformation, an incredible journey as a Beachbody coach, and I can't wait to hear what she has to say. So Alicia, are you all set, girlfriend?
Hey, how are y'all? Okay, so as Erica said, my name's Alicia Bullock. I'm an Emerald coach, and even though I've been a coach for 6 months, I've actually only been helping others on their journey for about 6 weeks. So it's been very exciting. Lots of blessings have come from it. But as a coach, I know Erin and Erica have alluded to this, it's important to be on your own journey. I mean, that's why we all started, right? It's to be on our own journey, to get healthy, and to not only get healthy, but to stay healthy. And eventually, most of us usually feel that desire to pay it forward and actually start helping others. And the easiest way sometimes to help others, sometimes honestly, is by accident. And that's truly and honestly, what happened to me. I began sharing my journey on Facebook and Instagram, just 2 of the social media sites, just to share what I was doing. It wasn't to try to sell Beachbody's products or anything like that. I just wanted others to know what I was doing. And so I began sharing, and in the beginning, it was just a post of, hey, I worked out, hey, I'm doing country heat, I'm doing quarter course, and occasionally I would throw in a sweaty selfie and those type things. And my friends would comment, and I would get some "you go girl" comments and likes and loves and different things like that. And honestly, that really just encouraged me to keep going. And I started sharing more and more. I shared my struggles. I shared my triumphs. Honestly, I shared everything with them. And then one day I felt a strong push to really start encouraging other people through my post. And I really hadn't started talking a whole lot about Beachbody. It's really just about my journey. But I felt the desire to start encouraging other people through my post. And there were times that, honestly, I got really vulnerable, while I was sharing my challenges, and honestly, all in the hopes that someone would realize that they could do this. It's not difficult. They could honestly do this. They could do exactly what I was doing. They could achieve health, strength, confidence, all of it just by taking it one day at a time. And honestly, you never know who you're going to inspire just by sharing your journey and allowing people to be part of your life. I usually try to post 2 to 3 times a day or more. But honestly, it's not all about Beachbody. I mean, sometimes it's really just my real life, my son, my husband, whatever's going on at work, fun stuff. I mean, we're all real people after all, right? But people began commenting and messaging me saying that I was inspiring them and inspiring them to eat healthy. And sometimes it would just be, you know, a little message saying, hey, I tried that recipe you posted the other day. It was so good. Thanks so much for sharing. And then I've had friends who are actually exercising and trying to eat healthy on their own, not necessarily with my help, but just on their own. And they've gone and they've shared a success story, I guess, because they've seen me do the same thing, but they've gone online and they've shared a success story and they've tagged me in it and thanked me for inspiring them and encouraging them when things would get difficult. And these are people that I'm not necessarily, they're not my customers, they're not in my challenge groups, but they're just people that I talk to occasionally through message or through whatever it may be, and I encourage them, or I share recipes with them, or they ask me for advice, whatever it is. And they've just shown appreciation to me. And understand that I'm not telling you all of this to brag or to boast or anything like that. I'm only sharing this with you so that you realize that, and that you know that people are watching, and people are watching you sometimes even when you don't realize it. Last week I had a friend that messaged me, and she said that she had been watching me, that she had been watching me on my journey, and she was messaging me because she knew that I could help her. Now, this girl, she had never liked any of my posts. She's never commented on any of my posts. So this honestly came out of nowhere. But she contacted me because I show up each and every day on my journey, and I'm sharing it, and I'm consistent. And that not only inspired her, but it built a level of trust in me that honestly wouldn't have been there otherwise. In the past week alone, I've had 3 people who aren't my customers refer their friends to me because they've seen me on my journey every day. They know that I believe in what I'm doing, that I'm getting results, and that I'm trying to help others do the same thing. As a coach, it's our responsibility to inspire and motivate others and to help those people along their journey. And we're blessed with the opportunity to do that each and every day by simply sharing what we know. You don't have to be an expert on anything. You just have to be present and transparent. Erin?
Oh my gosh, you can just keep on going, okay? We can just listen to you all day. Like, it's so wonderful. Thank you so much, Alicia. I feel like your mom right now, like, because I am so freaking proud of you. I just want to give you a big hug, but I can't travel to Louisiana and do that right now. But girlie, I'm so proud of you, and I love how you said it happened by accident, because really you were on your journey and that was your focus. And there was a point in time where you said, it's time. I'm ready to encourage other people. And I appreciate you sharing that and how you've done that on social media, just by being yourself and saying, here, I'm just working out, and you're not doing anything special. You're just showing up for yourself and sharing it with other people. And it's moving mountains in the lives of others. And I think that of all the coaches that are on here tonight can say, yeah, like just me showing up for me, that is how I started building my business every day. And I love how you captured that really well. So thank you so much, Alicia. So next we have another amazing coach, Stephanie Behringer, who's going to share with you guys tonight. So Stephanie, you take it over. You ready? Are your kids squared away here? Is it okay if I unmute you? Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, there you go. You should be good to go.
Okay. Like Erin said, I'm Stephanie, and I'm also an Emerald coach. I've been coaching for about 2 years. Really, I started with the discount for like the whole first year. So I've only been coaching actively for a year. And I'm just going to kind of tell you a little bit about some of how your financial goals kind of change as you change throughout the journey as well. Because when I first started, I just wanted the discount, didn't want to do anything. And I just, joined all the groups. And then as I started changing, I was like, okay, I will do this so that way I can get my cost of my Shakeology covered, because I didn't want to have to spend it. And people were already coming up to me naturally anyway, so why not? And then because of this, I've been able to dream bigger and then set bigger goals. And then I believe in myself more. So now from doing all of that, sorry, it's nighttime and my kids are melting down in the other room. But by helping others reach their health and fitness goals, and helping other people build a business and set their business goals for themselves, you're not only making an income, but you're making an impact on so many other people. So it's very, very fulfilling. And I'm actually so super blessed to be part of Beachbody community. And the one biggest thing is that the income is truly up to you. I can't get privacy anywhere in this house.
You are totally fine. You know what? That's real life, sister friend. Real life. Do you want
my
us
daughter's having a meltdown, my husband's coming in. But so the income is completely, totally up to you, and you get to decide what you want to do with the business, and how to put your effort and your work into is what your income reflects pretty much. And so, like I said, I started to cover the cost of my Shakeology, and then last year I started earning a little extra money so I could be the fun mom and say yes, because I was always the mean one and always said no to everything. So now I could be the fun one and say yes when we went places, and got to do fun things and go to the movies and not have to worry, about all of the small financial things that come up with that. And then another thing is I got to spend money on me and not feel guilty. And I know the mom guilt that most people feel is huge. So I would always put my needs last. And so now I don't feel guilty spending money on myself, because I feel like I earned it and it's just bonus money anyways. So that part kind of changed for me. And now I've got an even bigger, scarier goal, which is I'm covering the cost of my Shakeology, but now I'm saving for a family trip to Disney World. And this is like the big goal for me. And it's like the thing that's pushing me so hard this year to do more and be better and just do more in my groups and just be more present and intentional with my time. So, and you know what? This month has killed it for me. I've met probably a third of my goal, or even half of my goal for the first quarter in this month alone. So it's possible. And the more that you push yourself, you get rewarded even bigger and better the next month. It's just amazing how it just snowballs. And then my big goal from here will be to eventually work part-time and maybe even just be a full-time Beachbody coach as well. But the possibilities are really, truly endless. And if you would have asked me a year ago if I would have actively been coaching, I probably would have told you no. It just kind of happened. Like I just started for the discount, and then it came and fell into my lap, and I just went with it because it's there, and it's amazing once you start doing it, how much you can connect to it and be a part of the community. But your business is what it is. You get to decide what you want to do with it, whether you put in a couple hours here or you work it completely. You get to decide, and your income reflects that. So if you had the chance to change a family member or friend's life, would you do it? Because that's basically all I did. It just started from there. And then if someone said because of you that you changed their life and you made them happier and healthier, wouldn't you feel great to do it? And then if you get to make an impact while making an income, there's really nothing more fulfilling than that. So what would you do if you had an extra $100 or $500? Because it started with just a little extra, and it just keeps snowballing every single month the more the time that you put into it. And that's pretty much all I have for all my notes that I wanted to cover.
That was perfection. Like mic drop, seriously, like done, game over. That was amazing, Stephanie. And
can I jump in, Erica? I know that I have you scheduled to recap, but I just have to say something that's on my heart right now. And I have a tear like streaming down my face right now as you were talking, Stephanie, because I know that like right now you're going through something really crazy hard, right? And I also know that because you are a coach and you have this opportunity in your life, it is giving you a lot more confidence in what you are going through right now. And I am just so proud of you because your growth as a person inside and your positivity, I know is helping you through right now. And I'm so thankful for you for sharing with us tonight because you're right in the middle of something huge. And you still showed up and you shared from your heart, and I just appreciate it. And I just know that you are going to come through this. So thank you. And you're going to, I'm just sending you virtual hugs.
Quite that I don't think I would be handling my situation as well had it not been because of all the things that I've put in place because of Beachbody, to be quite honest.
So proud of you. Mm-hmm. Okay, Erica, sorry.
That's totally fine. Hey, we have plenty of time for moments like that. So I just wanted to say that Stephanie's so right, because your income is directly like a reflection of how many lives you touch. I mean, success in this business is directly related to how many hearts you impact. And that's the beauty of it. And nobody's going to be writing you saying you have to work this many hours, you have to have this goal or that goal. Like, it's all your own self getting to decide what you want out of this. And I'm so glad that Stephanie said that. Like, it wasn't part of the plan, but she was called to do it and she couldn't see herself doing anything else. And we're all like crazy busy people. So like, if you're thinking to yourself, like, this is one more thing to add to my, to-do list or one more hat to wear, it truly isn't, because this is joy. Like, as you just saw between Stephanie and Aaron, like, it's pure joy and it's pure love. And it's like an inferno of like love. I mean, it really is. It's incredible. So I'm glad you guys got to witness that. So thank you so much for that, Stephanie. That was amazing. So next up, we have my beautiful homegirl, my beautiful friend, Jenny Fellows. She is going to share a little bit about our community and our culture here on our team.
Hi, guys. So I've had some drama in my house too, single mom that had a child bleeding, but we're all good now. So this is what it is. We're all moms. This is real life. And like, I'm supposed to talk about culture. I think in the last 30 minutes, you guys have witnessed it. I don't know that there's anything else really I can say. I mean, I will say more things, but what I've experienced is just, it's priceless. This is what our culture is about. So like Erica said, my name is Jenny Fellows. I am a Star Diamond, and I have been a coach. It'll be 3 years in May. And like everybody else's story, like, I didn't see this coming. I didn't expect this. I got great results. I felt like I found a solution, and people started asking me why I was walking a little differently, why I seemed a little bit happier. And so it just kind of naturally, progressively happened. I didn't expect it. So we're all like, I'm the founder of Cheer Fit Nation, and that comes from, I feel like we're all cheerleaders for everybody. And I happen to be a cheerleader. Not anymore. But well, sometimes I pull out my uniform. Anyway, but you'll find like we all have our teams, but we're all part of Fit Fighter Nation. So we're all this great big family. And one thing that Aaron has not mentioned yet is Fit Fighter Nation is a 3-time elite team. This year it was in the top 200 of over 450,000 coaches. So I think that speaks volumes for what we're doing. We're doing something right. We have systems in place. Something's going right on this team. So that's what I want to talk about. We have a very diverse culture. I mean, we have retired teachers. We have current teachers. We have stay-at-home mommies. I've been a stay-at-home mom for 19 years. We have waitresses. We have veterinarians. We have media specialists. We have engineers. We have dads. There's no mold for being a coach. My son, who's 19 in college, is a coach. My mom, who's in her 60s, is a coach. So it's not gender specific. Anybody can do this. So when I said that we have systems in place, and we literally, from the day you sign up, if you're ready to just do this and go all in and be a coach, we have an incredible boot camp or coach academy that is, yep, Erin, you're adding all the other people I forgot. Everybody can be a coach. So we have training for you immediately. It's not like you just have to like all of a sudden learn how to be a Beachbody coach on your own. I think that's what's so amazing and incredible about this team is because I was telling Erin tonight, we had margaritas together, and I said, I've worked before I had children, I worked with women. And I will be honest with you, I did not like working with women. It was very catty. It was a lot of jealousy. I'd much rather work for a man and around a bunch of men. It just was easier. So working with a bunch of women intimidated me at first, but that is not what it is at all. These women here, and there's men as well, but like I didn't go to a 4-year university. Talking about like having to have experience to be a coach. I have an associate's degree and I fell in love and got married. So like I don't have a specific degree for this. So I feel like I missed out on the whole sorority sister thing. These people here are my sorority sisters. It makes me want to cry. As an adult, I have found my best friends. And I didn't know Erica 3 years ago. I didn't know who she was. I didn't know Angela. I didn't know Laura. And any one of these people I could call up and they'd be at my doorstep if I needed me. Just the camaraderie and the collaboration from this team. There are no secrets when it comes to working this business or, helping your dreams come true. There's no jealousy. We all work together because we want all of us to succeed. We're all looking for the same dreams. So there's trainings. Let me get back to these things. We do live events, which are just incredible. Beachbody hosts live events once a quarter that we go to. The Fit Fighter Nation is next month is doing this great 2-hour team call. So there's always opportunities to learn and grow. I'm running short of my time and I've got stuff to say. And then I came up with probably 10 or 12 adjectives that I'd like to describe the culture of our team. One is welcoming, supportive, encouraging, positive, fun. If you see any of our pictures, we're always smiling. Uplifting, non-judgmental, engaged, fellowship, motivating, inspiring, and accountable. I think that's the one thing that really anteed up my whole journey is being a coach, because it made me accountable to my own journey because I had people counting on me. And so, like I said, this whole coaching thing kind of just happened. It wasn't like my husband said, it's time for you to go get a job. It came at the perfect time for me because my youngest was in preschool and was getting ready to go to kindergarten. And I just know that I was meant to be a mom. And to think about not having any little people in my house, what was I going to do with myself? I'm a person, I want to take care of people. I didn't think I'd get emotional like this. But Beachbody, it came that spring before he would have gone to school, and it filled that void. I really probably could have seen myself going into almost a depression, because I feel like my job of raising my kids, I was handing over to the school. So now I have other people to take care of. And so it's really, really filled a void, and it's just brought so much joy to my life and to my family's life. And I think it's made my life with my husband easier too, because he travels, and he's even said it was very good for me to have something, so that when he's not here, I have something to focus on. So, Angie's going to come over and bring me something. Yeah, so Beachbody is just amazing. Somebody talk.
A group hug, right? What's up? Why are we crying? Is it because we?
I don't know. It's because you fed me margaritas.
And my husband did that. He's the one who ordered it for you. Yeah, you guys, I don't need to say anything else. Jenny summed it up really well. But bottom line is, I mean, it's just you become part of a family, a bigger family with a bigger purpose, bigger than you ever realized. And I'm excited to hand it over to Angie, who I expected to make us cry and laugh. So I'm just going to put it out there. Okay.
I'm over here like, Jenny, what's your address? I'm so going to hug you right now.
You look.
I did not think I was going to cry. Now I'm going to have to drop curse words just to get it back in the mood.
Yeah, Angie might drop a curse word or two, but you know what? We love you anyway. Okay, take it over, my friend.
Okay, which, I mean, honestly, you know, I was telling Erin earlier this morning when the kids were at school, I'm sitting in here like talking out loud about what I wanted to talk about tonight. My dogs are sitting here looking at me like, what are you doing? But everyone's really covered it. And it just amazes me. And I love these calls because I leave inspired, you know, which is fantastic. I think after coaching for 2.5 years, you know, which I should say that. My name's Angela Vossmeyer. I'm a diamond coach, and I've been doing this for 2.5 years. And like everyone, I did not expect to do this. And Erica persuaded me with her ways to give it a try. And I'm so thankful that she did, because it really changed my life in a lot of ways. I am a former chef, so I'm used to working around a bunch of dudes, and, you know, but I did have that kind of thought process like, oh my gosh, all of these ladies are so hot and fit, and they're probably really catty and a bunch of bees, and I'm not going to want to hang out with them. And then I meet them, and they are the nicest people I've ever met in my whole life. So uplifting, so inspiring. You will see everyone's faces on Facebook. Go to a live event, you're getting tackled with hugs, and you don't know this person, but you do, because it truly is a virtual family. And when we all get together at things like Summit, you're meeting people from all over the country. It's just amazing. You know, it's kind of funny because normally these ladies ask me to talk about my fitness journey and how I've gotten here with losing a boatload of weight with Beachbody products. And that part has been amazing. But, you know, stopping to think what coaching has really brought to my life is the people. It really is the people. And, you know, I will never forget, not long before Erica and I started talking about Beachbody, I remember sitting in church on a Sunday and then talking about service and how you can better serve your community and your church and your kids' schools. And my dogs are going to go crazy right now. And this is my life. And I remember it striking home with me and really thinking like, I want to serve people. How can I do this? But at that time, I was still working full time. I was pregnant. My husband was getting ready to leave for Afghanistan at that time. Like, homegirl had no time to do anything. And, you know, down the road, Erica talked to me about it, and I thought, well, maybe this is it. Maybe this can do it. And really, you know, that's what it is. And it filled this void that I had prayed for and longed for a long time, of being able to serve other people. And what people don't understand when I talk to challengers is that, you know, I hate that word challengers, my peeps. I call them my peeps, my boo bears. Whenever I talk to them, they don't understand that every conversation I have, they motivate me to push play. And they in turn help me. And it's just truly giving to others and then filling your cup right back up. Whether it's, you know, working with your peeps, or if you need something. And like Jenny said, honest to God, if anybody on this team is going through anything, you are one phone call or one Facebook post away from having hundreds of people ready to storm the gates with you and help you with whatever you need. And that is amazing. I feel like as adults, especially in a lot of workplaces, you don't have that relationship. You don't you don't have that community, and it can be alone. I mean, you know what it's like. You have kids. You're lucky to have an adult conversation with your spouse or a friend without, you know, everyone interrupting you or watching a show that's not animated. And, you know, it can be crazy and it can be lonely. And doing this has really filled my cup in so many ways with the people. It really, truly is about the people, and being able to share how I've lost weight and become happier. I can now share that with others to be happier, and that's worth it. The paycheck, that's bonus. That's nice, yes. But really having that fulfillment of changing someone's life. Can you imagine that? Every day we get to wake up and make a change in someone's life. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. So if you're on the fence about it, just try. I did. And it stuck. And now I can't get rid of these people. And I love it. I love it.
Oh, Angie, I love you. I love you
We've
so
come
much.
a long way since TGI Fridays, my friends.
I know we have. I was just thinking as you were talking about how we all just, you know, growing up and being adults and how you don't have a support system. I mean, I feel like I've grown up with all you guys though, because we've changed so much together, and
Yes.
we've grown and we've experienced, you know, the trials and the triumphs and the struggles and the blessings. And it's just, it's pretty special. So thank you for that. And thank you for saying this is all about service, because it really is.
I mean, we wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here if you hadn't helped me. You wouldn't be here if Erin hadn't have helped you.
Exactly.
It's amazing, that circle of service.
Absolutely. It is. Thank you so much for that, Ange. Appreciate it. Okay. So next up we have Miss Laura Collier. Love Laura so much. Hey, girlfriend, are you all set to share?
I am.
Thank you.
So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about, like, how do we make all this work? So just a little backstory. Laura Collier, I'm the media specialist that Jenny was talking about, which is the librarian. I used to teach third grade, and then I moved into the role of that. And I have 2 kids. They're 3 and 5. And then I am married, but my husband is a pilot, so he's gone a lot. Like, he had a 6-day stretch last week and a 5-day stretch this week. So we're just hanging on by threads right now. But I've been able to make this work with this lifestyle. And we, through our coach training that I think Jenny talked about our coach training that we get in the beginning, and through different groups that we have, we teach you how to be very intentional about your time and how to work in what we call power pockets of time throughout the day in order to connect with those people that you are wanting to help, or people that are seeking your help. So for me, I get up early in the morning, and just like we've said, your first goal is to be a product of the product. So I work out, and then after that, I give myself about 30 minutes to connect with others, invite people, and then I go to work, drop the kids off, and then my next power pocket is during lunch. And I make myself a list of people that I need to check in with, so that when I get on Facebook to do some messages, I'm not scrolling. I'm very intentional about why I'm on there. And that was a little bit challenging to learn in the beginning, but once you've got it down, it's so easy. So I do that on my lunch, and then I finish out the day. And then I usually have about 45 minutes at the end of the school day, and I work at school on some Beachbody stuff before I pick my kids up from their school. Then my phone is put away, my computer's shut off, and my kids have their time with me. So I'm able to schedule that in, and it works out great. They have playtime with me, dinner, baths, we go to bed, we read books, and then I open the computer back up and finish up what I needed to for the day. And number one is always checking in with my challengers and my people that are currently on their journey. And then it just kind of goes from there. So, in our trainings, we talk about getting a planner, and that's been very helpful, but you can make this work. It's whatever works for you. I know people that only reach out to people on the weekends when it works for them. I know people that do a little bit each day. I know people that spend 3 days during the week, connecting with others. So what's the beauty of this business is you don't have someone telling you need to be at work at 8:00 and you get to leave at 4:00. It's all flexible, and it's all when it works for you. And I feel like, if we can make this work, you can make this work too. Everyone's busy. I don't think anyone in their life has ever said, I'm not busy. So, if you feel like adding this onto your plate, we're already busy anyway, and this isn't really adding a burden of any sort to your plate. It's really, truly keeping yourself on your journey, which is my main reason for becoming a coach, because I wanted to be held accountable all of the time. And so that's why, this has worked. And just as long as you find those pockets of time throughout the day and you schedule it in your planner, then you're good to go. But, we also have our phones where we can use that as well if we're on the go. So that's the beauty of it. It's flexible.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Laura. And it's true. I mean, I've always said you can work this business from anytime, anywhere. It's your decision how that looks and when and where you're working your business. It's online, it's virtual. It's so awesome. So you brought up some great points, and you work full time. You have 2 little kids. You're flying solo most of the time, and you're making this work because you want to, because you see the results of putting in a little bit of extra time. So thanks so much, Laura. And I am so proud of you too. You have some big, awesome dreams and goals this year, and I know that you're going to crush them. So you guys, we're coming to a close, and Erica and I are going to close this out tonight. And, I just kind of want you to reflect a little bit and wonder, did anything we say, or was there any person's story that spoke to you tonight? Because I know that you wouldn't have tuned in. You wouldn't be watching the recording if there's not something that you're wondering about. And so, maybe it was, Alicia's story, or maybe it was something Stephanie shared. I mean, about being able to take her family to Disney, and something she's currently in the process of working on, or maybe it was what Jenny said when she had tears in her eyes talking about her new purpose of life, and how she was worried about feeling lost, or even Angie's story, and just saying this was something that she prayed about, finding some way to add to give service, or, even something that Erica or I said. But did anything speak to you tonight? I think there's a reason that it did, a reason why your ears perked up when you heard about it. And so, we want to answer questions if you have any questions, and we'll do that here in a moment. Erica will open that up. But, I just want to logistically share with you, if you want to get signed up, we want you to get started, because we want you to get started on our new coach training. We want to welcome you to our team with open arms. We want you to be able to be part of this amazing training that we have coming up next week on our team page. We just have some really amazing things coming up, and the timing is absolutely incredible right now to join our team. And you would do that by reaching out to the coach who invited you. And if you have any questions or any concerns, you can even have a 3-way call with me and Erica and your coach or whoever, and we can all figure this out. But, there's the only reason you would say no, I don't know. There's nothing bad that's ever happened from anyone becoming a coach. And we would be very excited for you to join us tonight. So Erica, tell us what if.
Okay, so that was awesome, Erin. And so I get the opportunity and the blessing to just ask you, what if? So what if you said yes to this? What if you said yes to signing up for a fitness program for Shakeology, and you feel absolutely amazing, and you completely change your immune system? You are surrounded by an entourage of amazing people who love and support you already. What if you got in the best health of your life? What if you got in the best shape of your life? Because at the very least, that's what's going to happen. You're going to be surrounded by an amazing group of people that will love and support you every step of the way. And you're going to have the tools, the resources to change your fitness and improve your nutrition. So at the very least, that's what's going to happen. But what if you help your best friend? What if you help your mom who has been struggling with with different ailments, and what if you connect her to Shakeology and her life is forever changed? What if you have a neighbor who is on a bunch of medications and who is able to go off of medications because you shared Shakeology and a fitness support group with them? What if your 80-year-old grandpa who is a veteran starts drinking Shakeology and is able to have some really sweet years of his life with the love of his life who he's been married to for over 60 years? I mean, what if you are surrounded by an amazing group of people who are there for you every step of the way, the good, the bad days, the tears, the fears. We're not asking you to like have no fears and no anxiety about this, because we all felt that in the beginning too. But what if you trusted us? And what if you just said yes? And what if you earned an entire family of people just by saying yes? Because that's absolutely what's going to happen. So we just ask for you to prayerfully and carefully consider this. But honestly, this really does become the easiest decision you've ever made, because at the very least, you're going to get in better shape. You're going to feel better from the inside out. Your faith will be restored, as many people spoke about on this call. You'll have a community of people loving you every step of the way. So we're so thankful that you guys tuned in tonight, that you joined us, that you gave us this opportunity to share our hearts with you. We're so passionate about this, and we're so grateful for your time. So whether you caught this live or you're catching the recording, we just want to give you so much thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule, because we're all busy, right, for making this call tonight. So thank you so much. And now we would just like to go ahead and open it up to any of our guests or any of our coaches who are on the call, anybody on our team who would just like to ask some questions or maybe share something. We want to go ahead and open up the floor to you guys at this point in time. So don't be shy. I don't know if there's anything here in the chat section. Any questions? No? Okay. Well, good. I guess then we did our job, right? Just to add to it, the cost of becoming a coach is free with a challenge pack. So you sign up for a fitness program and Shakeology, and you get to be a part of our team for free. Okay. So if that's not the best deal you've ever heard, then I don't know what is, but it's a pretty sweet deal. Mm-hmm. So thank you guys so much for being here tonight. And